Hi. What if I told you that India's most competitive exam isn't UPSC, IIT JEE, or NEET? It's actually cracking a security job at Vishal Mega Mart.
Put down the phone, you've nowhere to go. Get back on the road, yeah, it's over. Dotted line, the red stop sign, no room to go slower. You do it today, you do it again in a week. You're a fake, you're a freak, you're a parasite sucking a leech. Come on, man, it's over. Yeah, it's over.
Sounds pretty funny, right? Until it's not. This whole situation isn't funny, it's just painfully real. In this video, I want to dive deep into what made Vishal Megamart meme explode and how it exposes the very real, very terrifying India's Gen Z unemployment crisis. How did Vishal Megamart's recruitment drive become a national meme? So, in early April 2025, Vishal Mega Mart, one of India's largest retail stores, posted a recruitment drive for security jobs at its 600 plus stores. So, what did this exam include? A written test measuring aptitude, basic English, current affairs, and regional language, a physical fitness test, a medical test, and a background check, especially for those claiming to be ex servicemen, and bonus points if you have any NCC training or any background in mixed martial arts. And the pay scale that they offer is 18,000 to 25,000 rupees per month with ESI and EPF benefits, which seems like a very stable and appealing opportunity, especially for those in tier 2 and tier 3 towns. And then the internet happened.
Unemployment.
You don't talk to whom?
Shut up, you security guard.
You have made a big mistake. Ram!
Oh my god.
का फटाफट मेरी शादी कराओ और मुझे फॉर्च्यूनर दिलवाओ दहेज में।
शकल देखी है तेरी? करता क्या है तू? कौन देगा तेरे को लड़की अपनी? क्या बात कर रहे हो बहन जी? फॉर्च्यूनर थोड़ी लेंगे, बेटा विशाल मेगा मार्ट में लगा हुआ है, डिफेंडर लेंगे हम तो।
Behind this joke is just the harsh reality that is India's Gen Z unemployment crisis. In this Hindu article, the first ever monthly job data shows India's unemployment at 5.1%. However, the joblessness for 15 to 29 years old was reported to be 13.6%, which is more than double of the national average. Now we have another article from the Financial Times. What's behind India's high unemployment and how it's different from the UK and European countries? In India, we have a very large young population as compared to the aging population of the UK and European countries. According to this report from the International Labour Organization, more than 33% of young Indians are not in employment or in training. Now, I want to discuss the systemic problems that exist. And at first, we have our flawed education system. The skills taught by our education system are grossly lacking in what is required in this current marketplace. According to this article from the National Employability Report 2019, only 3% of Indian engineers possess the new age skills that are required in the current marketplace. According to this other article from India Today, over 80% of Indian engineers lack the new age tech skills that are required. We also have a college crisis with inadequate infrastructure, incompetent faculties, and syllabus that just does not reflect the current market requirement. Next, I want to talk about sectoral shifts. India's unemployment is rising as there is a decline in the available manufacturing jobs, according to this CMIE report of July 2023. Even though India is world's fifth largest economy, that does not mean we have enough quality jobs. We are in something called a jobless growth, where all of this investment doesn't really translate into increase in jobs. Next, I want to talk about the rampant layoffs and low hiring drives. According to this article from the Economic Times, in May 2023, nearly 6% of contract workers in the Indian IT sector lost their jobs in the March quarter. Now, according to the Hindu Business Line, nearly 11,000 Indian startup employees were laid off in 2023, which is more than 40% of what it was in 2022. Even though all major companies are showing an increase in profit, there is still rampant layoffs, and that leads to an increased burden on the existing employees to carry the weight of the people who have been laid off, and this leads to burnout. According to CNBC report October 2023, 4 out of 5 major tech companies, including Wipro, Infosys, Tech Mahindra, have shown hiring numbers in the negative. And all of this leads me to my final point, the hyper competitive and low vacancy job market. According to this India Today article, PhD, MBA, and law graduates are among the 24.76 lakh applicants that have applied for the Pune job in Rajasthan. Next, in Jharkhand, 4.4 lakh youngsters have applied for the post of 583 exercise constable, and that means only 0.1% chance of getting the job. And 11 youngsters died as a part of the physical test, which was part of this exam in the next 10 to 12 days. Imagine that you die trying to get a job. I also want to mention another example. According to this India Today article, 36% of IIT Bombay graduates fail to get placements. Can you imagine that? IIT Bombay graduates are failing to get a job. I now want to mention the general disdain for Gen Z employees, not just in India but worldwide. People don't want to hire Gen Z anymore. This unemployment anxiety is what turned this Vishal Mega Mart meme so viral. As Gen Z, our main coping mechanism has always been humor. So we turned the sad reality into a joke. But this isn't satire, it's a symptom. It's a symptom of the systemic failure, of rampant unemployment, and a collapsing job market. And what it means to hustle in a country where to land a security job, it feels like a national competition. With that, I think I've reached my conclusion and I've made my point in this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.